What's this about you being the iPod police? You keep going around seeing what people are listening to the music and changing it.
My thing is, you know, Earth, Wind and Fire.
This is the conversation.
Frankie Beverly and Maze.
This is the conversation where you try to convince me. You tried to convince me that Earth, Wind and Fire invented
the crescendo.
That was insane.
They invented the crescendo.
So
No,
wait. They invented
What
an
is it?
Italian word.
Oh. I want to dab it.
September. Yeah, see?
I can't do that.
Come
Can you
on,
teach
baby.
me?
Get there, yeah.
When I do, it looks
was a
like my
crazy
neck's made of Haribo.
This is how you pass times
was
on a
a
movie
really
set.
real argument
you bring
they
up
had.
stuff to piss up people like Paul, so they'll argue with you for hours for the rest of it. This was literally a year ago,
I'm
and
done.
he got so mad
I'm done.
he had to walk away.
I'm done. Okay.
See? He can't get over it.
Who is the greatest band? Earth, Wind and Fire, great band, by the way.
Of all time.
Or the Beatles?
Just thank you, drunk lady. The drunk lady knows. Everybody in here has made love to Earth, Wind and Fire. All day. No. Bow.
No.
Bow. No. Do you remember bow? September. Bow, bow. See? All the dames have made love to Earth, Wind and Fire.
You know Earth, Wind and Fire? I love them so much, but only because, you know, when I do karaoke, that fantasy is right in my range.
Oh, see that?
So I'm getting my head round it. You play Thor's brother, Loki.
Yep.
That's right, isn't it?
Yep.
In that Avengers film, he tried to take over New York.
Yes.
But that went tits up. And Loki was then banged up.
In a manner of speaking.
Yes. But in this film, it's all kicking off in Asgard.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you and Thor now have to get together to save it.
That's it.
There you
Very
go.
good.
I loved the way you got the part, because you actually saw yourself, didn't you? You saw that... Well, you say, you were reading the comic and you saw...
It's very strange. I've been reading comic books all my life, so I happened to be in the comic store and I picked up an Avengers comic book and there was my face on the cover with a patch. I don't remember telling anybody they could use my likeness to be this guy, so I'm thumbing through the book and there's a section where these guys are actually talking about, well, if they make a movie about us, who would you like to play you? And the guy who looks like me says, Samuel L. Jackson would have to play me. So I called my agent, and she called Marvel, and they said, well, no, we didn't have permission, but it would be great, you know, if when we do the movie, you think he'd be interested. And we're like, okay, so we won't sue you this time. So there it is. So, and here I am.
That's amazing, though, looking in a cartoon and saying that looks like me.
Yeah.
I did that when I first saw Thelma in Scooby-Doo.
And they still didn't hire you?
I'm suing that bitch.
Nah.
I'm suing her.
Your voice sounds very familiar. By any chance, were you in a film called SpongeBob?
Oh, my God!
Was that you? Were you Seagull #1?
Yes!
Very nice. Well done.
Really?
Well, I just did Jungle Book, so I know about voice acting. I'm very attuned to that.
Oh, my God, yeah. And apparently it was amazing. The
Yes.
director loved it.
That's great. That's
I gave good seagull, and I put the work in, you see, as well.
Yes.
I hung around a lot of tips. I attacked pensioners. I stole chips. I shat on a car bonnet. Look at that, you...
Well, it was, I mean, that's not getting off, homie. Come on. I mean, first of all, look at her face.
Wait, this is
Look
a
at her
really
face.
difficult interface between American and English culture. Getting off means something very different in America than it does
Oh,
here.
okay, because I'm like, nah, I take a lot more work.
Yeah.
We can do it in that crowd, but we're going to be there for a minute, you know what I'm saying? So everybody get comfortable.
I remember Thor from school.
Yeah.
And it never had spaceships. No, it didn't. It didn't.
Yeah.
Did all that come from the comics?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I read about, you know, your character Loki.
Yeah.
Didn't he have sex with a horse and gave birth? No, gave birth to an eight-legged horse.
Yeah, so no ordinary horse.
No.
Yeah.
And I was looking for that. But we're going to see that. Honestly, I was looking for it. For the past few years, you've been best known for starring in, directing and producing the Iron Man and the Avengers films. Because you were the one who got, I don't know if you know this, Robert Downey Jr., the part of Iron Man. No one else thought he was right for it, and you said,
yes,
choose him.
Yes, he's a wonderful actor. Nobody doubted his talent, but he hadn't carried a big Hollywood film. So he auditioned, and he did such a fantastic job that Marvel decided that he was worth taking a shot with. And now they've built the whole Marvel universe around his wonderful performance.
And it's a bit surreal because, you know, I sort of tend to mouth along with you sometimes when I'm watching, you know, sort of...
Really?
when I see the trailer on the night before, join me, Alan Carr, at 10 tomorrow night. I'm trying to Hollywood. What a week it's been.
Oh my God! You have seen the show. Now, you didn't do that over here at the premiere, did you?
Well, it's different here. No, I kissed a girl or two.
You didn't?
I did.
Oh, my God. You know what's over here at the minute? Super gonorrhea.
Is that the technical term? The super?
Yeah. And I thought your superheroes, super gonorrhea.
Well, it worked great for me.
What makes it super?
Well,
let me show you.
David Hasselhoff once played Nick Fury.
Yes, he did.
Have you been studying the Hoff to see how you can... how you can do it?
If I did, it was probably so I could figure out what not to do.
Thor's played by Chris Hemsworth.
Yes.
He's huge.
He's huge.
Look at that.
There he is.
It's like Paris Hilton on steroids. And what's that hammer like? Is it proper heavy?
It is quite heavy. Yeah, I mean, it's not as heavy as it should be.
No.
Otherwise, slightly impractical for filming.
Yes.
So, you know, he's the only person who can move it. Wouldn't be easy yet. So there are different weights. So when he's doing a particularly complicated stunt, there's one he can swing about, and then there's when he sort of wants to hold it and feel like the mighty Thor. It's got a bit of heft to it. I love that hammer. There are some very cool things he does with it too.
Yeah, he does. No, come on. You know what? All of you, go out, have a shower, we'll come back, and we'll continue, OK? Because he's mentioning hammer, and you're going, oh, yeah, hammer. It's Thor, he's got a bloody hammer. That's his weapon.
Listen, let me just... I'll just be definitive on the subject.
Yeah.
Thor has a big magic hammer, and he knows how to swing it.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's time to have a pretzel.
I think so.
They write corny lines like that, and you have to figure out a way to say it that still makes you look cool. You know, you go, I got my eye on you. Really? You want me to say that? It's like in Shaft, they had this really corny line the director wrote, and he came to me and said, I got this really cool line for you. And I go, what is this? It's my duty to please that booty. I'm like, really? You want me to say that? And you have to find a way to say it and make it sound like, damn, that's awesome.
Yeah. You know what? It's your duty to, what's it, that booty?
Please that booty.
Yeah, I got that on a Valentine's card this morning. I mean, are you going to do Jungle Book 2?
I would love to do more Jungle Book movies.
Please, can you give me a role in it?
Okay.
Please, I'm begging.
I have to say, honestly, it would be a little distracting because I think everybody knows you from the seagull role, and they would... Do you know what I mean?
It would look a bit weird, a seagull turning up in the jungle. Flying across with like a dirty nappy. Have you got that much power? Could I have a part in it? I know this is really cheeky, but...
Would you like to play the eight-legged horse?
I just want to be in the movies. I'll even play one of the legs. I don't...
Or you could be like the front end. I suppose because you wouldn't have to see whoever's playing the back end. I could play the back end.
Yes.
If you'll pardon the expression. I have created a monster.
Let me just have a think about that for a minute.
Welcome to Friday Night with me, Jonathan Ross.
Welcome to Alan Carr, China!
Oh, Jesus. Come back, time, don't.
I've just been messed.
Oh. Don't patronise me, Alicia.